Welcome back. In this session, we are going to understand consumable material. In real time, in day-to-day business, we have many items as consumables. The examples for consumable is stationery, pen, pencil, notebook, etc. These are consumed on day-to-day basis. If you want to procure these stationery, pen, pencil, notebook, etc. from module, then we need to understand how the system is working. Because we are not going to treat like inventory. We are not going to keep this in warehouse and we are not going to consume from the warehouse. As soon as we receive this material from the vendor, we will treat this as an expenditure. So that is the main difference coming to consumables and stock items. In case of stock items, what we will do, we will procure and we will store these goods at warehouse. From warehouse or store, we are going to consume. We may consume this for production or cost center or sales order, or based on the requirement we are going to consume the material. Coming to this consumables, these are called non-stock items. Generally we are not going to keep any stock for these consumables. We are going to treat this stationery, pen, pencil, notebook, etc. As soon as we receive these goods, we will charge this to expenditure. That is the main difference. Coming to the consumables, we can create the purchase order without material, with material, and with material. Here we will understand what is the difference between this with material and NLAC and even BW. Practically, we are going to understand these scenarios. So this is the process flow. We are going to create purchase requisition, same like stock items and purchase order. If you have any approvals for consumable POs, then approvals, necessary approvals at the time of receiving these goods. So here you will notice the change between stock items and consumables. In case of stock items, once we receive these goods from the vendor, system will post this entry, inventory account debit to GRIR account, and accordingly it will update this material information, quantity and value information in a module as well. But coming to these consumables, we are going to treat this as an expenses. This is based on a cost center consumption. We are not going to stock the item and we are not going to consume from stocked items. So this is the entry system is going to post expenses account debit to GRIR account credit. These expenses could be anything based on your scenario. So now in our case, we are going to see a scenario based on stationary expenses. So in that case, it would be stationary expenses to GRIR account. The rest of the process like invoice verification, payment, it will be same like a stock item. The only thing is that nothing is going to be updated in module. There won't be any inventory here. That we will see practically. At the time of testing, you will understand what is the exact difference, what is happening in module and what is happening in FI module. One important thing we need to consider at the time of creating purchase requisition or purchase order directly, we need to enter this account assignment information in purchase requisition or PO if you are creating a PO directly. That is mandatory. Since we are not going to maintain this on inventory basis, we need to mention what exactly we are going to do with this procurement. In our case, I am taking the example for cost centers. If you are creating any asset PO, then you need to maintain asset master data. If you are procuring these goods for project, for a particular project, then you need to mention project. This is for order, this is for a sales order. So like this, there are many account assignments. Out of this, we are going to discuss this cost center scenario. K indicates cost center. At the time of creating PO itself, we have to select this. Go to ME21N. See here you will find this account assignment. There is a long list here. These are the account assignment categories predefined by SAP. This is the cost center. Out of this, we are going to use the cost center. If you want to procure anything for asset, you can procure. You need to use account assignment category A. If you are procuring this material for any particular project, then you need to mention account assignment category P. This is the configuration path. If you want to create any account assignment category, you can create. Go and check OME9. Close this. See here, this is the configuration. If you want to create, you can create. Generally, we are not going to create any new categories in real time. Whatever the categories delivered by SAP, that's more than enough for. See, this is the configuration. We are not going to do any configuration here. Just I am showing you. If you want, you can go and define your own. So that is one major change coming to creating purchase requisition or purchase order in case of consumable material. Why we need this account assignment category? Generally, if you don't select account assignment category, whatever the procurement, it will go to inventory. So we are diverting this to a different one, like cost center, project, asset, order, sales order. That is we are mentioning in the purchase order or requisition itself through account assignment category. Since we copied our company code and we created this controlling area manually, so we need to do little bit configuration for these number ranges, and we need to create cost centers. That we will see in the next session, because we are going to simulate this cost center scenario. Right now we don't have any cost centers for our company code, and there are no number ranges for controlling document. When you receive the goods from vendor, system is going to generate a controlling document as well. Since we are using cost center is part of a controlling. So we need to define these number ranges for COIN business transaction. This one transaction is enough. In next session, we will define these number ranges and we are going to create cost centers, and we are going to take one GL account for testing. Hope you understand. Thank you.